So Finn's here. My sister's not in at the minute, and neither's my mum. So this will be it's a really important video. I'm just hoping that he's not too bad at it. Also, apologies for not wearing Let's Walk uniform. It's really hot and I don't have any summer uniform. I don't fit in it at the minute, in a good way. I've lost weight. So I don't have anything to wear in this heat without dying of heat. So I've just put a nice dress on. Pretend it's yellow, fits in with Let's Walk. Basically, it's Mental Health Awareness Week, and I'm pretty sure everyone knows about my anxiety, even just a little bit. So I'm a huge advocate for talking, always. I didn't, when my anxiety was bad, and I didn't sort of, as I started to get better, I felt ashamed and embarrassed about the whole thing. But as time has gone on, I talk about it all the time, whenever it's relevant. And I find that if I talk about it, other people talk about it. And it just opens everyone up. So I'm always the first person there, like, yeah, I had anxiety, or like, yeah, I've had a panic attack, and all of these things. So I'm not a counsellor yet, hopefully one day, but I know what helps me, and I know the tips and tricks, and I know that I don't always do them. I also spoke to friends and Let's Walk's clients to get some ideas of their viewpoint of mental health and what they do to help and what they don't do to help, and thought I would just put it all together in a video and share it, because you might do some of these things and you might have forgotten them, they might have fallen out of your routine, and that's fine, that happens to me as well, but you know you need to put them back in. Alternatively, some of these things aren't things that you do, and they might help now, because to me, at the start of lockdown, a lot of things that helped me got taken away from me. So I had to, I think that's why I was quite bad at the beginning, because things that I enjoyed I couldn't do. So I had to find alternative things. And anyone that is friends with me will see that baking is one of those things. I love it, and I think my neighbours have really enjoyed it. So I've had to find alternative things. So I'm hoping this helps in that way. Oh, you can sleep. I'm a good boy. Hopefully you'll just sleep there then. So these are things that I do and things that other people do, just to help, as I say. So the first thing is obviously dog walking. That's how Let's Walk started. I think everybody who owns a dog finds walking their dog peaceful and relaxing most of the time. Sometimes it's not. But if you are getting in your head, or you know you're feeling a bit anxious, then getting outside is one of the best things to do. And I find that everybody is so much nicer to you when you've got a dog. So if I walked through the park by myself, no one would speak to me, but if I walked through the park with Finn or with Jake, everyone wants to, hey, good boy, everyone wants to say hello and know what breed he is and know his name. So even if you're not really in the mood for that sort of thing, it does help. Personally, when my anxiety was really bad, I didn't want to leave the house, but my mum made me, and my mum made me walk the dogs, and just someone sort of saying hello to you, I mean, I didn't really like it, but over time it helps. So if you're going for an hour walk and a few people say hello, I do find it lifts your mood a little bit. You also have the added bonus of your dog, so you can be like, come on now, let's go, or like they walk off and you're like, well, I've got to go with my dog. So it swings around about both ways, but I do find it helps. Another thing someone said is just leaving your house. That doesn't necessarily have to be with your dog. I mean, depending on your dog or whatnot, it just doesn't have to be. And especially now we are allowed unlimited exercise, that is easier. So just getting out, it can be like a 10-minute walk around your block or to the park. And the point that this person made was that you should leave your house if you're feeling anxious, or you know, if you're just feeling a bit down. Leaving your house is a great thing. Now, I like to clean when I'm sort of on one, but I agree that doesn't always help, and I think that leaving the house first is a great thing to do, just to clear your head and then come back and sort of make a plan from there. Something I do personally is skincare. I'm quite a bit of a nerd about it and really enjoy it and really enjoy researching it. So I set time aside for myself every day, twice a day, and do my skincare. At night time it's a routine, so I do my skincare with some music on, and then I read. I don't always do this, and I notice the days that I don't. It affects my sleep and it affects me. So when I do, I can see the difference, and I end up with lovely skin. So you can't end, you know, that's not a bad thing. So the point is to find something that is just for you. And I know that's hard at the minute with lockdown because everyone's home. But finding something that's just for you and you enjoy and you can take 10 minutes aside to do is really important. So things that other people said that I actually used to do this when I was at therapy because it was part of it, is to record your day. So you record your feelings and thoughts and triggers. So if you have everything written down, you can sort of see where that anxiety or depression came from. You can see what sparked it, and then you can go forward and avoid it until you're ready, or work on approaching it differently so that those feelings don't come back. So I think recording your day is a great thing to do, and one of the points that this person made was that it helps other people, and I think that's an even amazing thing to do. I know when mine was really bad, it's just you can't word it. So having these things written down can be a great help for the people you live with, because they can see what happened in your day and see where your mood went and changed and what caused that, so that they can work on it with you as well. I just think that's a really helpful thing to do for everybody, to save arguments or not knowing. I remember once when I had a panic attack at a gig and I was with a friend, and I think it was like my first, so I didn't really know what to do. But I remember reading somewhere or being told that you have to think of like 5 things that you can see, hear, touch, all of those things. But I couldn't express that because I was having a panic attack. So I was just sort of shouting like 5 things. And he was like, I've got no idea what you're trying to say, what I'm trying to, like, how you want me to help or anything. So just having these things written down and communication between people will really help in those situations, because he would have known what to do and how to help, and it would have helped quicker. So yeah, definitely agree with that one. Something that I do, my notes are here, sorry, which sounds really weird when I say it out loud, is I have anxiety colours. So when I'm breathing, I breathe out a certain colour that is like the anxiety, and then I breathe in the positive colour. So make them any colour you want, a colour you don't like and a colour you do like maybe. I found the visualisation of this really helpful when I was doing it, as if there was, so my breathing in colour is pink, was a like pink in me, or like breathing out is this whole coloured smoke. It just really helped me. And if you're not a visual person, then that's fine, but that's just a tip that I have and thought I'd share. So something another person said was a positivity box. So the box is basically decorated how you like it, things that you like and whatnot, and then filled with things to help you when you're feeling bad. So the point is that it's all ready for you. If you feel down or anxious, then everything is in the box and it's prepared for you. So one of these things is photos. So I have a folder on my phone of lovely photos of like beaches or walks we've done. So when I feel anxious, I usually have my phone on me, so I look at those photos and I imagine being there and the senses and all of those things. But this box, you would print those photos and put them out in so that you're physically holding them, and you could have things like a blanket or some chocolate, or something I have is a compassion mug. So I have one particular mug that is just for these times, and I will make myself a nice drink, and I will sit and drink the drink nicely and have like 5-10 minutes, and then the mug goes away, and I only use this mug for that purpose. So that's something that could go in your box as well. Chocolate, if that helps you. Like a TV series maybe, or like a box set of it, or a film or something that you really enjoy, that you can just sort of ground you and bring this positivity to you. On my wall, I actually have, this will test my editing skills, on my wall I have a mind map of things that help me and things I need to remember, and it sits on my wall all the time. If I can, I'll put a picture like here. And that is something, and one of the things on there is Gilmore Girls, and I've watched that show numerous times, thousands of times, and it's something I don't do when I'm feeling a bit down, because it's familiar and it's nice to watch. So I hope these tips helped. I hope I wasn't rambling too much, and if you have any tips of yourself that you'd love to share, then either message me and I'll put them out, or comment on this video and let me know, so that they can be shared between everyone else. As I say, it's really important that we do those things. Dogs are great too, aren't they? Yes, so thank you.